Alright guys, welcome back to another Master and Apprentice video and podcast. As you can see, it's just me here again today. Athen is out of the office. Hopefully we'll get him back in some of these other videos, but for today it's just me. With all that being said, we've been talking a lot about MCU news regarding Avengers Doomsday, Avengers Secret Wars, Spider-Man, a lot of just upcoming stuff. Before that we had stuff Thunderbolts, Fantastic Four. But I think we're gonna start seeing some stuff coming out after the reboot. We've brought that up a couple times in our videos. If you follow the MCU or just any of that pop culture stuff, you know essentially after Secret Wars they're doing either a big reboot or a small reboot, but they're gonna reboot a little bit, right? Essentially the plan is to bring everything together, right? They couldn't do that before, right? They didn't have the Fantastic Four in their pocket. They didn't have mutants and X-Men in their pocket. A lot of that kind of stuff. Spider-Man, I mean, they still don't really, but they do. Either way, they're officially going to bring it all together. And we've been told for a while now, pretty much straight from the man himself, Kevin Feige, the next saga, right? We had the Infinity Saga, the Multiverse Saga, the next one's going to be the Mutant Saga. And obviously, with the Mutant Saga, you're going to expect a lot of good X-Men stories, cool X-Men stories. We've heard some rumors of what to come from that, but we're starting to see some stuff finally come out of the woodworks for plot leaks and rumors and first pictures, it looks like, concept art. So with all that being said, we got some pretty cool leaks today. This picture is pretty much going to be all that you see today, but I think it's got a lot to talk about. It's on the screen now. A new concept art and major plot details for the upcoming Marvel's X-Men reboot movie have been leaked by a 4chan user. So you can see it's obviously concept art, and I think it looks pretty good. You know, the sincerity of how real this is, I don't really know. I mean, it's kind of hard to tell, but it's making the rounds. So you can expect no one's come out and totally debunked it that this isn't real yet. Not that I've seen. So maybe there's some grain of truth to it. We'll see. According to the spoiler report, mutants are explained as a result of background radiation from the Snap, literal children of the atom. Jean is the POV character, which also explains why she never gets a code name. Her powers activate after her friend is run over by a car, and the ensuing argument makes her run away from home. The Sentinels begin chasing her. They have power to change size and take on human disguises. They chase her into a mall, but Cyclops saves her and exposes the robots to the public. Professor X then erases the memories of all witnesses. Jean is taken back to the school where we meet the other X-Men, Colossus, Nightcrawler, Angel, and Storm. Iceman is also there, but is packing up for college after an argument with Cyclops. Rogue is also involved in the plot. She steals Captain Marvel's power in the cold open of the movie and puts the character on ice as she's working for Mr. Sinister. The movie paints the vague space organization from the Marvels, Saber, in a very bad light. They're holding several mutants, Avalanche, Blob, Pyro, and Multiple Man, hostage for study. Rogue rescues them under Mr. Sinister's orders. They explain she's on loan from someone else, implying Magneto. Mr. Sinister is extremely abusive toward Rogue, who only works with him because he promises a cure, something the other man won't give her. She joins up with the X-Men after the midpoint battle, where she's left behind, and Jean uses her power to help clear her mind. The professor doesn't have much to do except exposition. Also, there's a chance that they might swap Nightcrawler for Beast and remove Angel. Apparently, the only reason the director wants Angel in the film is to create some emotional stake and include a moment where Angel loses his wings. Insider Daniel Richman has already reported that Marvel Studios is planning the next saga of the MCU around X-Men villains Mr. Sinister and Apocalypse. The studio reportedly has some actors in mind, but no one has been cast yet. The upcoming X-Men reboot film will be directed by Thunderbolts director Jake Schreier. And supposedly it's supposed to release on May 5th, 2028. So, again, very, very cool. It's not really a lot to go off with. Most of the time when you see concept art, you see the ideas of the concept art brought over, but a lot of stuff has changed in between. And so even this article and the reports are, Nightcrawler might not even be in it, Angel might not even be in it. which it would make sense. This cast also that we see from the concept art doesn't seem like its only cast, because obviously Professor X is listed and he's going to be part of the film, but he's not in this concept art. So they might have all of this, and Beast is there as well, and Professor X, and other characters, for instance, like Kitty Pryde. We might see characters like that. But very, very cool. I don't know, the idea of the snap being part of the reason they get some of their mutant powers or mutant mutations is interesting, but it seems kind of right up Disney and Kevin Feige's alley. They like to draw back on past experiences and events to explain things, so that would make a lot of sense. But they can do a lot of different things with this reboot. They can just simply explain now there's mutant genes, the X genes are just there now, or like they can do this whole snap explanation. Either way, it's very cool. I love this concept art. A lot of rumors had said that Wolverine's really not going to be part of the X-Men. He's still going to be part of the next mutant saga, but he's not going to be part of the X-Men films, at least not initially. Maybe he's kind of brought on later on. So that kind of does follow the concept art in the leak so far. So that leads me to believe this is somewhat true, maybe a little bit of grain of truth, but very, very cool. The X-Men is one of Marvel's most popular comics. It has been for a very long time. It just kind of recently started to fall off, but still it's one of their best-selling, most interesting comics since 70s, 60s, 80s. A lot of very cool stories they can draw from. So very interesting. I'm excited. This concept art looks very cool. Let me know what you guys think, especially with these leaks. If you guys like the route they're taking, if these leaks are true, or if you'd rather than kind of turn face and do something else. So yeah, with all that being said, let us know what you guys think. Don't forget to hit that subscribe and like, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.